Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to the video. And in today's video, I'm gonna be doing something totally different. It's what I actually wanted to do last NBA season, but yeah, just graduated tech school, didn't really have any of my recording shit, and before I knew it, I wasn't cooking for real in terms of like making the video. I wasn't cooking, but yeah. So I decided I'm just gonna make an NBA season predictions video. Right now, it's August 24th. You know, the off season in the month of August is basically dead because we're just waiting for the preseason and the season to start. And I don't think we're gonna have any more big blockbuster news. Like last off season, Donovan Mitchell got traded late August, but you know, that's like hella rare for something even big like that to happen late August. Because like I said, by the time August rolls around, all the news is done, everything's wrapped up, and we're just waiting for the season. So in this video, I'm just gonna be predicting like my MVP, my champion, you know, multiple things, you know, surprise shit, disappointing shit. You get the idea. We're just gonna rapid fire through. We're gonna rapid fire through. And I just wanted to do this because I am a big sports guy, even though I barely, and I mean barely, talk about it on my channel. I actually wanted to be a sports analyst for the longest time, but yeah, here for a different story, different time. Let's get into today's video. Let's go. First thing I'm gonna predict the MVP. It's gonna be Giannis. I'm literally never going to have an MVP conversation of who's going to be in the MVP race without having Giannis as my MVP. Never. Last season, I predicted Jason Tatum because I'm a Celtics fan, and I was really close. I had Jason Tatum as 1 and Giannis as 2. And they both kind of lost steam as the year went on, as Jokic and MVP kind of kept chugging along. But I can never bet against Giannis. Never. And he's my pick, number 1, over Tatum, over Jokic going, well, should have went for 4 in a row, but whatever. But I have him over a lot of people, and I really do just feel like Giannis is going to win this year. Any year, Giannis can win MVP. He's kind of, to me, he's kind of like LeBron James. Any year, he could literally, realistically be an MVP. And nobody would really be mad at you if you constantly picked him for MVP. That's how I feel personally about Giannis. So he's my MVP pick this season. Next up, I'm predicting the NBA champions. I'm going with my Celtics. Literally pick them every single season, even if I know we're going to be ass. You know, unless we're really, really ass. But I'm going to pick Boston again. I had them last season. Unfortunately, they kind of broke my hearts by thinking we were going to win that Game 7 against Miami, and then we just never won. Honestly, I would have preferred if we just fucking lost in 4 games. I'd rather take that. But then the year before, I had Boston again, and Steph Curry broke my heart, but it's okay. Still haven't recovered from it, but it's fine. The year before that, well, we all saw what happened there. But I just have Boston again. I don't think it was the best idea trading away Marcus Smart for like Kristaps, but I'm gonna let Brad Stevens cook. I'm gonna let him cook. But I'm not sure about that, honestly. Kristaps, good player when he's healthy, no doubt. Can give you 20 and 10. Could, he doesn't, but he could. We just need him to be a big threatening man in the paint, because Robert Williams, he's that, but Robert Williams, you know, he isn't the healthiest guy. He'll be out from time to time. And we just need a guy who can just go down there, get 10 boards, get a couple blocks, just stop people on defense. That's what he does. I still wish we had Smart, because he's one of the few people on this team who actually plays defense. As much as you want to call it flopping, as much as you want to call it fake, I don't care. You can see he plays defense a lot harder than most other people on the team. And that's why I'm kind of going to miss Marcus Smart. Not even kind of. I mean kind of as in I'm really going to miss him. I wish we could have found a way to keep Marcus and get Porzingis. But it's whatever. We moving. But I got Boston. All we have to do is stay healthy, play defense, be consistent, because holy fuck, we are hella inconsistent, especially when we're at home. Like, we play with our backs against the wall on the road, but at home we just play like nothing's going wrong ever. And man, if we can just stay consistent and just it'll be a great day for all of us. It'll be a great day for all us Celtics fans. But I have us going all the way this season. If something drastic happens throughout the middle of the season, like a big injury or like a big trade or something, you know, I'll make a video on that. I was thinking about making a video on Jaylen Brown's $300 million fucking contract, but you know what? I'm not going to say anything about that because what more can I say that hasn't been said by the wider NBA community? So, Celtics, damn. Didn't even remember that block happening in the game. 2023-2024 NBA champs. Next prediction, who's going to be at the top of each conference? Boston, obviously, because I've been going all the way. And the top of the West, I think it's going to be a three-way race in the West. No cap. It's going to be a three-way race between the Denver Nuggets, if they stay healthy, the Los Angeles Lakers, and also, if they stay healthy, the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm calling it right now. Shea is going to lead them boys to a top spot in the West if they stay healthy. Let me explain each of my picks. Denver Nuggets obviously just came off a chip. They're going to be strong. They got literally the majority of their roster back. Bruce Brown is going to be a huge detraction, miss, loss, whatever you want to fucking use, whatever adjective you want to use. They're going to miss him, but I feel like they can stay strong without him. And, you can just never really bet out champs. That's just kind of odd to do. And the Los Angeles Lakers, if they stay healthy, they can definitely be top of the West because, one, I'm never going to bet against LeBron James a day in my life until LeBron James is inevitably defeated. Even when they were down 0-3 against the Denver Nuggets, I sat there and I told myself, because first off, I had $50 on the Boston and Miami series. And I was just sitting there thinking to myself, I could get $50 and LeBron could go all the way to the finals. This would be a great day. But I never bet against LeBron. Even when he was down 0-3, I'm like, it's not over until it's over. Until I see those triple zeros on the fucking, what's it called? The clock. And I see that the final score is 0-4 Lakers. I'm not betting against LeBron. He has proven time and time again that he has that luxury of never being betted against. Him, Steph Curry, they have those luxuries. You can never literally bet against them. And why don't I have the Warriors up here? I don't know. I just, no. They could easily be at the top of the West too. But, yeah, you'll never bet against LeBron. And the reason why I have OKC up here is because I feel like once per decade, there's that really good young team in the league that literally just comes out of nowhere, and then they're really good for the foreseeable future. It happens. There's always just a really good young team. If you want to count the Bulls in the 90s, sure, I guess, fine. If you want to count the 2000s, if I would say the really good young team, even though they weren't really a young team per se, in the casual people's eyes, I would say the Spurs, they were really good out of nowhere after David Robinson got that chip, and then they were just good for a long time because they had young Tim Duncan, young Parker, young Ginobili, and they just built on that for years. In the 2010s, you kind of had not really. You had OKC, but then they broke up too early, but they were a really good young team that came out of nowhere. And then really in the 2010s, the Warriors, obviously. Really good young team, came out of nowhere in the mid-2010s. And then they were, as you can see, we're literally witnessing it right now. I'm literally going to tell my grandchildren one day about the fucking Dynasty Warriors. They were good for a decade. They've been good for a decade. They came out of nowhere as a surprising young team in 2014, 2015. Even before they won in 2014, they tested the Clippers all the way to Game 7. Everybody was like, watch out for those Warriors. They're coming. They didn't think they'd be coming that fast, no homo. And they came, no homo. You got to stop saying that. But, yeah. And I feel like this OKC team is another young team that's going to surprise. Like, they're going to be the young team of, like, the 2020s. They're going to come out of nowhere. They're going to have a really good season out of nowhere. And just like that, they're going to be contending for at least another 6 to 8 years. You can even say last season they went over expectations. But I don't really know. But I feel like this season is the season they're going to go over expectations. This is going to be the season where OKC, they're going to finish near top of the West, or even at the top if all things go their way, And they're going to be the really good young team for the next few years to come. That's just me personally. We always see a young team do that. We always see a team come out of nowhere and do that because the old teams, they never really do that. They're kind of like one-hit wonders. Like the Knicks. The 2013 Knicks that won like 50-something games, they had that one really good season, then they just fell off, and then everybody was, they just kind of forgot about them. That's just that. The, what's it called? The Pacers, the Pacers that were going toe-to-toe with LeBron, excuse me, I feel like if everybody on that team was like 2 or 3 years younger, they could have stayed at the top of the East with LeBron, even while he was at Cleveland, for a lot longer. But Paul George didn't really have the pieces around him after 2014. Roy Hibbert kind of just fell off a cliff talent-wise, and the league changed around him at the worst possible time. Holy fuck. But you get what I'm trying to say. OKC, young team that could surprise the league. Next up, I have the bunch of awards. I'm just going to rapid fire through them. DPOY, MIP, Sixth Man, and Rookie of the Year. Because I can never get these right to save my life. I predicted so many of these in the last few seasons. Never got one right. I thought Russ was a shoo-in last season. He's just going to get it. But anyway, DPOY, surprisingly, if he stays healthy, I got Zion winning DPOY. That's just that. Most improved player. Surprisingly, I have Ben Simmons. Because if you can double your 6, 6, and 6, you know, you're not going to double it, but, you know, whatever. I don't really care. Sixth Man of the Year. I don't really have a Sixth Man of the Year until like a month into the season. I'm not going to lie. So I don't even have anybody on here. But if you wanted me to pick somebody, someone who comes off the bench and scores at least 15 points a game. Because let's be real, Sixth Man of the Year is definitely just a come off the bench and score a lot of points award. Let's be real. And Rookie of the Year. I have Victor. He's going to get all the shots he wants in San Antonio. He's going to get the blocks. He's going to get the highlights. Literally, all he has to do, since he already has the media on his side, he literally just has to average at least 14 points, so like, what, 8 boards, get a block. That's literally all Victor has to do. He doesn't even have to do much to get that Rookie of the Year. He just has to put up average to okay stats, and it's over. Scoot would have to drop like 22 a game or some shit like that to really get that shit over Victor. Because we already know when the media has someone in their mind that they love, they ain't changing their fucking minds. So a rookie will have to have a really good season to get Rookie of the Year over Victor. So I got Victor. Next up, I have the NBA teams that are going to be the biggest surprises / disappointments. The biggest disappointment, honestly, I'm just going to get it out the way. It's going to be the Knicks. I'm sorry. I just have the Knicks. The Knicks just have something about them. They cannot be good for a long period of time. It is just something about that franchise. And I don't know what it is. I just feel as if they're not going to... If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care. Maybe it's a division rival thing. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I just have the Knicks. And the biggest surprise team, the one that's going to do good, probably those Pacers. Not going to lie. I have the Indiana Pacers. This season, I feel like they're going to have like a Sacramento Kings type run. Like the Kings came out of nowhere last season, were really fucking good. What were they, the 6th seed, the 7th seed playing the Warriors? Was it? I don't really know. I don't really care, but you get it. They're going to play those Warriors. Not play those Warriors. They're going to be like the Kings. The Pacers, they're my biggest surprise team this season. I have it written down. Why? Because I just believe in Tyrese Halliburton so fucking much. That's why. And I just feel as if they're going to be a surprise team. Plus, the East, it's not really hard to really... You have Boston, you have Milwaukee, you have Miami. Those are your shoo-ins for, like, top of the conference. And then, like, your middle-of-the-pack teams, you have your Knicks, you have your Hawks. And then when you look at, like, the seeding 8 through 6, or 6 through 8, however you want to describe it, those always change every single season. So Indiana can realistically slip in there and be a really good team this season. So I have Indiana, surprise good team this year. And I have the Knicks as a surprise disappointment team this year. By the way, this is a late edit because I'm somehow really dumb. And I didn't even mention how the Indiana Pacers added in Obi Toppin, and they still have Buddy Hield. And Rick Carlisle is, oh my God, Rick Carlisle is their coach. I forgot to mention all of that key shit right there. But yeah, those are also reasons why I feel like the Indiana Pacers are going to be surprised for the East this year. Blah, 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 blah. All right, very similar to the last one. How I predicted which teams are going to be the biggest surprise, good, and the biggest disappointment. The players. I have a two-way tie between which NBA players are going to surprise everybody this season. It's between Zion and Ben Simmons. I believe both of them so much, and people really do forget just how fucking good Zion was when he was healthy and how good Ben Simmons was when his head was on straight. Honestly. I have Zion and Ben Simmons as a tie here. I just really believe in Ben Simmons for some odd reason. Like, I just really want this guy to do good. And I feel like he can do really good. If he can honestly just get his head back on straight, he can be a surprise player this season. And he can save his career. All he has to do is just be average, bro. Just get like 10, 8, and 6, which I know you can definitely do. Don't be afraid to shoot the ball. It's weird. Shoot with your right hand. Do what you got to do. Do two-handers. Do something. And the biggest disappointment player I have, DeJounte Murray. For some odd reason, I just feel like he's going to stink it up in Atlanta. And then he's going to get traded to a situation where his talents are better use instead of being paired up with Trae Young, because I don't really like that pairing all too well. Yeah. DeJounte. So, that's the end of my list, honestly. I don't really feel like going super in-depth with each of those things, so I feel like those are I could have easily made a video on each of these topics, but I felt like rapid-firing these real quick. Not even going to lie to you. And if you feel like this wasn't long enough, don't worry. I didn't come here alone. I totally called Horton to get Horton's opinions because Horton watches basketball too. So now you get to sit here and you get to listen to Horton's opinions. I mean, I didn't ask him DPOY, MIP, 6 Man of the Year, because I'm not going to lie. Like I said, I don't care for those awards. I also didn't ask him who's going to be at the top of each conference. That's about it. I asked him MVP, who the champs are going to be, who the Rookie of the Year is going to be, the teams that are going to surprise and disappoint, the player that's going to surprise and disappoint. Yeah, that's all I asked Horton. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, now you get to hear Horton's beautiful opinions. Hi, Horton. So I'm making a video right now of predicting everything that's going to happen in the NBA season. And who do you think is going to be the league MVP? Tatum?
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you think is going to be Rookie of the Year?
Who's the rookie this year? Who's the first pick? I can't remember.
It's Victor. Victor Wynn.
It's gonna be Scoot.
Scoot. All right. Who's going to be? Hold up. I fucking forgot where the questions are. All right. MVP. Who do you think the NBA champions are going to be?
I'm gonna say the Denver Nuggets are gonna repeat.
They're going to repeat?
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to change your answer to the Boston Celtics?
Sure.
All right. Let's see here. Who do you think is going to be like the team? Every season there's a team that disappoints and there's a team that surprises. Who do you think is going to be like the surprise, really good team and just like the disappointing team?
I'm quoting it. Like, not sure how many people.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Giannis.
Yeah, yes, that was my pick. I have Giannis. I have Giannis for MVP.
Okay, the team I think that's gonna disappoint.
Yeah.
This year that was good last year is. Ooh, it's a tough one. I'm gonna say Philly.
Philly? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually a really good pick. I had the Knicks because fucking they're the Knicks, but you know, Philly's a good choice. And the biggest surprise team, like who's gonna do good, really good, out of nowhere?
Detroit.
Detroit?
Yes.
I forgot who they. I know they have Cade, and which Thompson do they have? Like a Sewer, whichever one they have.
Yeah, they have a certain.
Yeah, okay, they have one of those Thompson twins. And last question. Let's see here. Which NBA player is gonna either be really, really good or just be really, really bad? You know, according to like their expectations.
I think. Let's see. What's the tough one? I think Jaren Jackson's gonna be
Jaren.
NBA player this year.
Really?
Yes.
Easy. I have for the surprise, like who's going to be really good. I have a tie. It's going to be between Zion because people forgot how good he is, and they're going to be like, "Oh my God, he's so good!" Like he's always been good. He's Zion. I have a tie between Zion and Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons.
I heard you.
Yeah. I just feel like Ben Simmons, if he's healthy and he gets his mind right, he can be easily like a 10, 8-8 player again. Easy.
He's gonna great, but he won't be healthy.
You don't know that. You don't know that. And my biggest disappointment player, I have DeJounte Murray. For some odd reason, I just feel like DeJounte Murray is going to stink it up in Atlanta.
That's him up in that. No, I said that.
My biggest disappointment player is probably
Who's the team? I'm gonna say Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown?
Yeah.
As a Celtics fan, I'm just act like I didn't hear that shit. No cap. I'm just going to act like I didn't hear that. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to get your opinion for these videos. And I was like, dude, who can I call besides me talking this video? I'm like, I'll call Horton. Horton's going to answer. Horton's going to give my responses. Easy day. Easy day. All right. Thanks, Horton.
Yeah,
See you.